Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today what I have for you is episode 11 and the final episode of season 2 of my Football Manager 23 save with #United. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 25 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are on the road to 900 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. If you've not already checked out the last episode, then you'll have seen that our form since the episode before that ended has been absolutely shocking. We're struggling at the moment in time, and in today's episode we have the playoff matches. We'll have a semi-final and then a potential final. Every playoff match will be seen in today's episode. We start out with a semi-final match against AFC Sudbury. I'm pretty sure it's at a neutral venue and it is only one-legged. They're a tough team, but we did recently beat them as well, playing a new formation. So let's waste no further time and see how we get on. Make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you're new as well, and let's get into it. I've just got my weekly loan roundup report, and every single player who's been out on loan was relegated this season. I know they're all youngsters at 17, 18 years of age, but it's not promising when you've sent 6 players out to 5 different clubs and every single one of them has ended up being relegated. Doesn't look good for the future, does it? Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's match against AFC Sudbury. I was about to say away at, but it is at a neutral venue. We've gone with the 5-2-3 system that worked really well against them last time. We managed to pick up the 3 points against them, and last time we did play against them. Unfortunately though, Milenge and Cornhill are both still suspended for this match, so it's not ideal. We line up though with Taylor in goal, a back 5 of Beresford, Harris, Haysom, Cunningham and Wooldridge, with Wright and Watson in the midfield, Francis and Apenteng on the wings with Teniola through the middle. On the bench, we've got Brown, O'Connor, Barnes, Halliday and Miles, which means the players missing out are obviously Milenge and Cornhill through suspension, and France and Foga in there as well. This could potentially be the last appearance that a lot of these players might make for the football club. I think regardless of whether we get promoted or not, obviously it would definitely be enhanced if we do get promoted, but I think we do need a little bit of a rebuild and try and spend this money a little bit better, because we managed to reduce a lot of the current players' wages, which is very nice obviously going into next season, but it's not going to be an easy task. We're going to tell the players that we trust them as always to go out there and make the difference. Big match, playoff semi-final, the opportunity to be promoted into the 3rd tier of non-league, the 3rd step, sorry, should I say, and the 7th tier of English football. Let's get underway then for today's game and we'll see how we get on. They line up in a 3-4-2-1 formation, very defensive, coming in with 5 defenders and 2 defensive midfielders as Beresford shoots from this free kick. 9 minutes on the clock, good early opportunity for us there, but that one does go on to the roof of the netting. There's 1,500 people in attendance of this match, so that'll obviously be good for our gate receipts and all that sort of stuff. Certainly not being a lively opening at first 20 minutes. Both teams only having 1 shot each, which has only accumulated 0.02 XG. They're absolutely dominating the ball though right now. We've barely had 25% of the ball. Early yellow card there. Now it's a free kick on the edge of the box for Sudbury. Edge stood over it, left footer. Shot comes in. It's a decent strike off the crossbar and Wooldridge clears that. I think Taylor, for me, should have been getting a lot closer to that, to be honest with you. Maybe we have a change in formation. I mean, our centre-back's number 7. Why on earth is Harry Haysom number 7? I'm not too sure. But, I mean, to be fair, neither sides really have much control of the game. They've had a lot of the ball, but not really done a lot with it. Kelly, though, with this corner ball, left-footed out swinger, comes into the box towards that front post. Header comes in from Janner, just goes over the bar. As we approach the half-time whistle, we go into the break, still at 0-0. Stalemate, still here. Nobody's expecting anything from us today. No, we don't want to say that. I'm going to tell them we've been the better team. Apenteng is motivated by that. Let's get underway for the second half, and I'll give them some encouragement. So far, it's certainly not been one for the neutral to sit back and enjoy. Beresford has picked up a slight injury, which is obviously not ideal. Teniola's looking a little bit tired out there, but it's the last game of the season. It doesn't really matter. Potentially last game of the season anyways. A free kick comes in there. Cleared away though, only as far as Jermaine Francis, and he comes forward here with the ball into the penalty area. He goes past a few players there, and he is cleared away by Edge. Only as far as Beresford. He finds Lewis Watson in the midfield. Over the top looking for Francis there. The keeper will come out though and claim that one very comfortably. 25 minutes left on the clock. And now Sudbury looking to build out from the back with Tibbs. He goes across into Thompson and now finds Fitzgerald. What a name that is. The ball has eventually worked its way out here into Kavanagh. Good play here from AFC Sudbury. He comes back inside though. And now it's with Fenra back. Some of these names are certainly interesting for non-league, aren't they? Ball over the top here, though, looking for Ainsworth. Keeper's come out. He's not going to get there. What a save that is in the end. Harris clears. Big opportunity there for Sudbury. Thankfully, we've just about managed to keep that one out the back of the net. We're going to add floaty crosses and whatever the other type of crosses were. We are going to make a double substitution now. Kofi Halliday is going to come on for Kojo Apengteng. And we're also going to bring on Finlay Barnes for Ellison Wright, who's not having his greatest game, in the centre of midfield. 20 minutes to go. Let's see if them two subs can have a little bit of an impact on today's game. We'll give them some more encouragement as well. I'm thinking about maybe introducing Ollie Miles, but I want to keep Teniola on the pitch no matter what, really. So we'll leave that sub for later on as Edge puts the ball into the box towards that back post. Header comes in, and Elliot Tibbs has his first goal of the season, and it's a massive goal in this playoff semi-final tie. AFC Sudbury 1, #United 0, with just under 7 minutes left on the clock. Sudbury take the lead in today's match. That is not what we wanted. Edge with a brilliant free kick in, to be fair. Question marks of offside, not given in the end. Taylor can't prevent it, and now Sudbury are ahead in today's game. We're going to give it a pause. There's still plenty of time left. We're going to go on to very attacking. We're going to bring off Harris, and we're going to bring on Ollie Miles up front. We're going to have to go for it now. Get Ollie Miles on as a pressing forward. We're going to play Beresford as a attacking right wing back. We're going to play Wooldridge. Oh, he can't really do that role, can he? So we'll put Haysom over there, and we'll just go a little bit lopsided. Barnes is now going to play as an advanced playmaker. Watson's now going to play as an attacking Mazzala. And I guess at this point, we're just going to have to go for it. We'll put Haysom actually as a normal defensive centre-back. And there's not a lot really else that we can do now. We can't exactly go more direct. We're going to tell them no longer to play out of defence. Apart from that, there's not a lot we can really do. Distribute over the defence, maybe. In terms of our line, we want quite a high line. We're going to have to step up more, trap outside, stop crosses, invite crosses, sorry. 5 minutes to go. Can we find an equaliser in today's game? There's a highlight here. Beresford finds Ollie Miles. Beresford, ball in, looking for Halliday at the back post. How on earth has he missed? I thought that he had to score that, and he somehow missed. 5 minutes added on in today's game. We cannot let that chance get the better of us here. But it looks like we are going to be crashing out of the playoff semi-finals. And Sudbury progress through into the final. They probably deserved it over the grand scheme of things throughout the season. We've not shown up in a big game. And that summarises our last third of the season, really. Just not good enough. It's so frustrating, so I'm going to thrash the arms. I'm far from pleased with what I've seen from that team. We're now going to need another big summer rebuild upcoming as well. As well as some of these players have done, a lot of them just haven't quite been consistent enough, good enough, and #United fall to late defeat. Beresford's out for 2 to 3 days. Francis is going to be banned for the first game of next season as well after accumulating too many yellow cards. As of right now, going into the next campaign, we currently have, not including the youth players, so we've got Francis, Haysom, Beresford, Taylor, Cunningham, and Wright contracted. So we've got 6 first-team players contracted and 3 youth players in there as well. The rest of them, I'm not so sure about. Some of them will stay, but a lot of these players will now move on, and I think it'll be for the best. We need to spend the money wisely. We've got a big summer upcoming. It looks like our wage budget is going to take a bit of a cut as well, which is not ideal. From nearly £2,300 a week down to £2,100. Losing £200 a week on the wage budget is not ideal. It's disappointing, but we've got to bounce back now. We can't spend a 4th season at this level. We have to win the league next season because I can't do the playoffs again. We might as well finish then with our end of season team meeting. Going into next season, the board expectations are just to avoid relegation, but I think we've done pretty well. I think we're good enough to avoid a relegation battle. They seem happy with that. I think that's ludicrous, to be honest with you. We're going to go with neutral there. Positive. Thank you all for your help this season. Like I said earlier, a lot of them players will be moving on. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, next episode, you will see our big transfer rebuild. We've got a couple injuries in here, end of season break. So they're back on the 1st of July. And apart from that, I just want to kind of know who's been promoted in the end, to be honest. And there you have it then. New Salamis have been promoted. Wow. After a 0-0 match against Sudbury, they have beaten them on penalties, and New Salamis, out of nowhere, will now be playing Step 3 football of non-league next season. Fair play to them. I mean, Sudbury again in the league next season is going to be a tough ask between us and them. They had a couple loan players. Loan's not really a department we've really looked to delve into, to be honest with you, because you can't really find good loan players, or at least that's the way I found it quite hard to look at. I mean, you look at some of these players here. Noah Kelly, 21 goals. You got Doon here on 29 goals, but their last couple of matches, they've not really been performing too well. So, like what I say, we'll try and get a bigger squad with a bit better depth, if you get what I mean. Like, I want to just recruit better, because I feel like we wasted a bit of money last season. So in the upcoming campaign, I want to recruit well. I'm going to leave it there though for today's video. Another disappointing season. We are still unfortunately in the same division as what we started in 2 seasons ago. If you have enjoyed watching though, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you go try and hit 25 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are on the road to 900 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon for another one. Peace.